Jai Shri Krishna. In Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 1.4.26, the appearance of Narada Muni. Here it is mentioned, Evam prabhutasya sada bhutanam sarayasi dijaha sarvatam kenapi yada nanusyat dharyam tataha. It means, O twice born Brahmanas, still his mind was not satisfied. Although he engaged himself in working for the total welfare of all people. So here it is mentioned, Sarila Vyasadeva Goswami was not satisfied with himself. Although he had prepared literatures of a Vedic value for all around welfare of general mass of the people. It was expected that he would be satisfied by all such activity, but ultimately he was not satisfied. Why he is not satisfied? Let's see. Here it is mentioned in 1.4.27. It is mentioned Niti prasyadat dhardaya sarva tasya tete sucyu vitarakan vivikta sada idam chobhascha dharmam hit. It means, thus the sage, being dissatisfied at heart, at once began to reflect, because he knew the essence of religion, and he said within himself. So here the purport is, the sage began to search out of the cause of not being satisfied at heart. Perfection is never attained until one is satisfied at heart. The satisfaction of a heart has to be searched out beyond matter. So sometimes here in this verse, we also experience that sometimes if you are doing some work, and if maybe this work will be delivered well, but for the inner heart it is not satisfied. That also mentioned in this verse. Although Sarila Vyasadeva Goswami was described the literature very well for the welfare of the uh, people, still he is not satisfied by heart. So in the next verse, it is mentioned that धर्त्वा भद्रेण हि मया छन्दास्मि गुरुभगन्भ्यः मानित निर्भयलेकेन गृहीतं चातुशासनं भारतस्य पदेशेन गृहं गृह्यायथस्य प्रदर्शितः दृश्यते यत्र धर्मादि स्त्रीशूद्राभिरपि उच्य. It means, now Sarila Vyasadeva Goswami said, under strict disciplinary bhoj, unpretentious worshipped the Vedas, the spiritual master and the author of sacrifice. I have also abided by the ruling and have shown the importance of disciplic succession through the explanation of Mahabharata, by which even women, Sudras, and other friend of the twice born can see the path of religion. Now, here the purport is, no one can understand the import of Vedas without having undergone a strict disciplinary boj and disciplic succession. It is also mentioned in the Srimad Mahabharata, in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The Vedas, spiritual master, and the sacrificial fire must be worshipped by the desired candidate. All these intricacies of Vedas, of Vedic knowledge, are systematically presented in the Mahabharata. for the understanding of the women class, the labor class, and the unqualified member of Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, or Vaishya families. In this age, the Mahabharata is more essential than the original Vedas. Why it is mentioned like this? If you go for the original Veda, it is very difficult to understand for in the age of a Kali, because we don't have that much of knowledge to understand the proper meaning of the Vedas by simply reading it. That's why we should follow the Mahabharata. There you will get some basic principle or family value, how to how a man need to portray himself in this age of Kali. Jai Jagannath. Now in the next verse it is mentioned like तथापि वदामे दैयो हे आत्मं च भतमन्य विभुः अस्मपन इभावति ब्रह्मावज्य सम्मह satmaham. So now I am feeling incomplete means Sarila Vyasadeva Goswami telling to himself that I am feeling incomplete. Though I myself am fully equipped with everything required by the Vedas. So here it is here the purport is undoubtedly Sarila Vyasadeva Goswami was complete in all the details of a Vedic achievement. The same thing will be is happening with us also sometime. We will give our work 100%, but in the inner space or in the inner heart we feel like we had not give properly. The same thing also happened with the Vyasadeva Goswami. Purification of the living being submerged in matter is made possible by the prescribed activities in the Vedas, but the ultimate achievement is different unless it is attained. So, the achievement it's not about to complete or to do something to deliver any something. The achievement is to get satisfied from the inner heart, to be the self realized on that particular work, that what is mentioned in this verse. But the ultimate achievement is different unless it is attained. The living being, even though fully equipped, cannot be situated in the transcendentically normal stage. Sarila Vyasadeva Goswami appears to have the lost the clue and therefore felt dissatisfaction. So sometimes we will deliver our work properly. We will give our work 100. We will give our effort 100%. But still, in our inner space or in the inner heart, we feel like this dissatisfaction. That also happened with the Sarila Vyasadeva Goswami. Jai Jagannath. Now again in the next verse, why Sarila Goswami was Vyasadeva Goswami was dissatisfied with himself. So here it is mentioned, Kim bhagavata dharma no prayane nirupitah priyah paramanas paramahansah to eva he achyuta priyah. It means this may be because did not specifically point out the devotional service of the Lord, which is dear both to perfect being and to the infallible God. So here the purport he is in this verse, the dissatisfaction which was being felt by Sarila Vyasadeva Goswami is expressed here in his own words. This was felt for the normal condition of the living being in the devotional service of the Lord. Yes, unless one is fixed in the normal condition of the service, neither the Lord nor the living being can become fully satisfied. This defect was felt by him when Narada Muni, his spiritual master, reached him. It is described as follow. Now we'll go to the next verse. What is mentioned after Narada Muni reached to him. Now here it is mentioned तस्याभ्यं खिलम् आत्मनं मान्यमानस्य खिदयतं क्रस्यनं नारदभगद्भ्यगद अस्मां प्राय उदार्तम्. It means, as mentioned before, Narada Muni reached the cottage of a Krishna Devayana Vyasa. Krishna Devayana Vyasa on the bank of the Saraswati, just as Vyasadeva was regretting his defects. So while Vyasadeva was regretting or dissatisfying for his work, Narada Muni reached to him. So here the purport is the vacuum felt by Vyasadeva was not due to his lack of knowledge. Bhagavata Dharma is purely devotional service of the Lord to which the monist has no access. The monist is not counted among the Paramahansas, the most perfect of renounced order of life. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is full of narration of the transcendental activities of the personality of a Godhead. Although Vyasadeva was an empowered divinity, he still felt dissatisfaction because in none of his works were the transcendental activities of the Lord properly explained. The inspiration was infused by Lord Sri Krishna directly in the heart of Vyasadeva, and thus he felt the vacuum as explained above. It is definitely expressed here with that without the transcendental loving service of Lord, everything is void. But in the transcendental service of the Lord, everything is tangible without any separate attempt at a fruitive work or a empiric philosophical speculation. So here it is mentioned. Here the main point we need to understand that whatever the work you are doing, it should be the it should be with the transcendental loving services of the Lord, or else every all the thing will be waste. So whatever the work you need to do, that should be in the transcendental service of the Lord, um, or to remember the supreme personality of Godhead Lord Sri Krishna. We should do the work by remembering the supreme personality of a Godhead of Sri Krishna. Now the next in the next verse it is mentioned like uh, when Narada Muni was appeared, and this is the last verse of fourth chapter, that tam avijanya sahasa प्रवर्तयित्य योगतं मुनिः पूजायम् आसभिधीयभान् नारदं सुरपूजितम्. It means at the auspicious arrival of Sri Narada Muni, Sri Vyasadeva got up respectfully and worshipped him, giving him veneration equal to that given to Brahmaji, the creator. So here it is mentioned, Vidhi means Brahma, the first created living being. He is the original student as well as professor of Vedas. He was learned it from Lord Sri Krishna and taught Narada first. So Narada is the second Acharya in the line of spiritual disciplic succession. He is the representative of Brahma and therefore he is respected exactly like Brahma. is father of all Vedis regulation, Vidis or regulation. Similarly, all other successive disciplines in the chain are also equally respected as a respective representative of the original spiritual master. So, here in this verse, Sarila Vyasadeva Goswami give the respect to Narada Muni like on the arrival of Narada Muni equal to that given to the Brahmaji. So, thus end of the Bhakti Vedanta verse 4 of the first canto, chapter 4 of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam entitled The Appearance of the Narada Muni. Jai Jagannath. Jai Shri Krishna.